Hyperliquid or Hype has broke out with a convincing move. Currently trading at about $52, and this was a breakout that I was talking about with you guys on my last video on Hyperliquid. And if you guys saw what I saw in the last video and you saw your portfolio value rising right now, congratulations. We're going to be taking a look into what could be happening with Hyperliquid in the next couple of hours to even weeks, given what's happening in the crypto markets and the broader global economy. And we're going to get a little bit into what's happening with the news as well, because that is going to very much affect the crypto markets, even down to some of these altcoins. So by the end of this video, you should get a pretty good idea of where Hyperliquid could be heading in the next couple of weeks even. So let's go ahead and dive into this video here. Now, this is on the weekly time frame, and I've been talking about this chart with you guys since the beginning of this year. This was a falling wedge breakout that has happened on the week of January 26th, which was a very odd breakout because that was actually when Bitcoin started falling. And Bitcoin still being the driver of this crypto market, that is, if there's money flowing back into Bitcoin, there's going to be money flowing back into a lot of these altcoins. And even for some exceptions, like Hyperliquid, because it has been on an uptrend, even though Bitcoin has been on a downtrend, I would still not bet against Bitcoin in the longer run. And if there's money flowing back into Bitcoin, there's going to be a lot of tailwind for some of these exceptions as well. Now, let's take a look into this price target here, because it looks like this price target is still very much in play. And since the breakout here, the price target was about $62. Now, price targets are estimates only. There could be more or less. In the case of these altcoins, does depend a lot on what happens with Bitcoin. Like I said, I would not bet against Bitcoin in the longer run, even though there has been exceptions in the shorter term. Now, since the breakout here, Hyperliquid has been trying to get above that $46 level, which I have mentioned to you guys. That has been a level where we have seen Hyperliquid basically get resistance from in the past couple of months. Now, right now, Hyperliquid is trying to break. It has broken out of that level there because of a bullish pattern that I have told you guys about. And this is why you guys got to pay attention to these TA patterns. They tell you where the price action is likelier to go. Of course, we're all just talking about probabilities here. Nothing in this market is 100%. So still get familiar with these ideas because they're going to be very important in helping you trade this market a lot more successfully, such as these patterns like falling wedges, cup and handles, double bottoms, rising wedges, and so on. So let's take a look into what's happening with Hyperliquid right now, because I have mentioned last time, since the breakout here, that there was a cup and handle forming with the resistance to be about $46. Now it has broken out of that $46 resistance, and the price target for this breakout, for this cup and handle here, is basically giving a fresh price target here because it's going to exceed that initial $62 mark that we have talked about last time. Now we're going to come back to this chart here and talk about Hyperliquid again later in this video, but we have to talk about what's happening in the crypto markets first, because right now Bitcoin is in a very risky spot, and I'm going to take you guys to that chart and show you guys what I'm talking about, because if Bitcoin actually loses a very key support level right now, I'm going to be scaling out of my altcoin positions before seeing what happens next. Let's go ahead and take a look into Bitcoin. And Bitcoin right now is currently trading at 77.5 almost. It is up slightly today, and it is still looking bullish in terms of a higher time frame, such as the 3-day time frame. And why is that? It's because it has broken out of this huge falling wedge pattern that has happened on the 3-day candle close of April 13th. However, it is so the price target of that breakout is going to be about over $117,000. Now, I've been talking about the zone that Bitcoin is in right now, and it is in a very cautious zone because there's going to be quite a bit of moving averages above the price action. And every time Bitcoin hits some of these moving averages, including the daily 200 SMA, which is still the key average that we have to get above on. Now, every time Bitcoin hits these moving averages, I would expect a pullback. So that's why I am especially cautious about my altcoin positions right now, and I am proactively taking profits given the opportunity. Now, Bitcoin has broken out of this falling wedge pattern. If we actually get back to that $117,000 mark, that is going to help quite a bit of these altcoins recover. Now, since the breakout here, there is a rising wedge pattern that has formed. It tried to escape a rising wedge scenario, but it did not go far, and it has formed another rising wedge scenario, and it is looking like the one that I am charting here. Rising wedges are bearish patterns that have a higher chance of breaking to the downside. If this one breaks to the downside, then I am looking to tentatively scale out of my positions. I'm still going to see what's happening on the smaller term time frames. Of course, just because I'm scaling out does not mean that I'm not going to be looking for an opportunity to scale back in, but that may not look good in the short term if we actually break down from this. Unless we get some type of a fake out here, then that would be great. If Bitcoin actually breaks back into this bigger falling wedge pattern with the 3-day candle close, then that would be a very bad scenario for the bulls because that would invalidate this breakout. Let's take a look into what's happening on the daily time frame, because on the daily time frame here, this is still the wall that we have to break above on. This is the daily 200 SMA, and like I said, the bulls need to establish itself above this moving average, because if we're underneath the daily 200 SMA, we're still technically in a bear market. That is currently at about $81,000 right now. I've also talked about this smaller pattern here on the 6-hour time frame. And on the 6-hour time frame here, I talked about a falling wedge breakout, and this breakout with the price target of about $81,000. So let's see if we actually are able to gain some momentum here and establish ourselves above the daily 200 SMA. Let's take a look into the hourly time frame here. The hourly time frame, we do have a cup and handle pattern that is potentially trying to break out. And the price target for this cup and handle is going to be about 79,000. So it's going to be a very small pattern here. Let's see if we can gain some momentum on the shorter term time frame and see some of these altcoins bounce back. All right, let's go ahead and take a look into some news here. Now, before we do, I want to say that if you are new to trading this market, make sure to continue watching this channel because you will learn how to read the charts as well as the macro indicators to stack the odds in your favor. I was just in your shoes 7 years ago, and I plan to be here with you guys for many years more. Let's go ahead and take a look into a few pieces of news here. This is by Cointelegraph. It says, Bitcoin sees fresh U.S. sell-off as markets await NVIDIA's biggest earning event. Now, NVIDIA is a huge component in the stock market. And let's take a look because this is going to be something that we're going to be paying attention to as well. Because if the stock market drops, that could still have a bearish effect on crypto. Now, NVIDIA earnings are going to be coming out today. According to TradingView here, we do have an estimated, so NVIDIA has basically been pretty in line with its earnings. And I think a lot of times it has actually exceeded its earnings. So that's going to be an event that we're going to be taking into consideration today, because if the stock market drops, that could still drop crypto. Let's go ahead and take a look into the next piece of news here, which is powered by Dow Jones. It says Bitcoin support seen as 76,000, says Bitfinex Market Talk. Let's take a look into the $76,000 zone. Bitcoin, and let's just take a look here real quick. I'm going to wait for the chart to load. And $76,000 seems to be pretty in line with that bottom trend line of that rising wedge pattern. We need to escape that rising wedge pattern. But always have to note that rising wedge patterns have a higher chance of breaking to the downside. Now, everything I'm saying here is just purely my speculations and opinions. Of course, it is not financial advice, but we are at the bottom of this bottom trend line of this rising wedge pattern. So we are on key support. If this thing breaks, that is not going to be good for the bulls in the short term. Let's go ahead and take a look into the next piece of news here. This is by Cointelegraph. It says this Bitcoin price model targets conservative 255,000 by year end. That is crazy. That is really bullish. I mean, what could actually propel Bitcoin to those levels? I think, in my opinion, if the Clarity Act actually gets signed into law, and that is becoming more of a possibility. Last time I checked, I think based on an article that I've shared with you guys, it was saying that the Clarity Act could be on President Trump's desk by August. I forgot where that article came from, but that is just a speculation I'm throwing out there. Okay, I think that could be huge for the crypto markets as it sets clearer legal framework for crypto companies to develop in the US, and that could attract a lot more capital into the markets, like the ETFs that we have seen back in 2023, 2024 that was approved. And of course, the anticipation going into it could be a catalyst for higher price action. Let's go ahead and go to the next piece of news here. This is by Cointelegraph. It says Bitcoin's momentum is fading. You know, I love to hear both sides of the market because I want to hear the reasons. I am not a perma bull or perma bear, and neither should I think you guys should be as well, because there's going to be a time when things go crazy up or crazy down, but there's going to be reversals involved. That's how we see these bull markets end and these bear markets end. Now, I observe the reasons as well as the charts in what's going on with this market, and I go with the side that is winning, because when it seems like I am wrong and I am on the losing side, I have to get out of the way. Now, what are some key takeaways from this article here? It says, key takeaways: Bitcoin momentum weakens after rejection above the $82,000 level. Catalysts: analysts warn Bitcoin could fall down to 65,000 if support at 74 to 76 fails. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm seeing here. Let's take a target here, because if this thing drops, let's take a price target here. And what are we seeing for this price target for this rising wedge pattern? Let's just say if this thing breaks down. I'm sorry, this trading view is kind of lagging here, but bear with me. So if this thing breaks down by this point, let's just say, for example, price target would be roughly about 67.5 here. So that is what I'm seeing. And if Bitcoin drops, that could tank a lot of these altcoins as well. All right, so that's something to be cautious about. Let's go ahead and take a look back into Hyperliquid. Before we do, I want to mention that if you guys are looking to diversify your crypto and your funds, as I personally do, I don't put my funds into just one exchange. I put them in different exchanges, so I don't put all my eggs in one basket. I do have referral links to OKX as well as Gemini, who are bigger exchanges that are still offering sign-up bonuses. So check them out in the referral links below. I will earn a commission if you do sign up using my link, and I appreciate that. But my standpoint on exchanges is that I don't leave more than what I need on exchanges because I use them to trade and make money, but I still don't trust any one specific exchange. So whatever I don't use, I make sure to take them out, especially after seeing what has happened in 2022 with FTX. I do have also other account bonuses in the description section below, so check them out as well that are not crypto. Let's go ahead and take a look into Hyperliquid again and see what's happening on the lower term timeframes. Hyperliquid, since the breakout of that $46 resistance, is off to the races. This is going to be a very interesting chart here because on the daily time frame, it has basically been invalidating bearish divergence. And when you see that, that's usually a very bullish move. If we actually compare this high right here on Sunday, May 17th versus the high of April 17th, we actually see that there has been bearish divergence, but the bulls continued buying this up, and the bearish divergence is invalidated. Now, bearish divergence usually means that there's going to be a pullback coming. That's why you should pay attention to that signal on the RSI. Let's take a look into a lower term time frame here. 6-hour time frame. There is no particular pattern, but it is in overbought territory, so there could be some type of a short-term pullback. Now, let's take a look into the weekly time frame here one more time because I want to point out a few signs of caution for you guys. Since Hyperliquid is basically above all its moving averages right now, what I would actually look for to tell where resistance could come is going to be coming from previous weekly candles, at least on this time frame. On other time frames, other candles could apply, right? But I'm just saying on this weekly time frame, for example, you could see a pullback here because you have seen quite a bit of resistance coming from about that $52 level. One of them specifically coming from the week of last year, August 25th. And then there could be resistance coming into the zone at about $60 coming from these two previous resistances. And you can see this for yourself. Let's go ahead and go to the hourly time frame. Take one more look on a smaller term time frame here, and it is in overbought territory. So some type of a short-term pullback here is not going to be surprising. All right, so this basically wraps up for Hyperliquid, what's happening with the crypto markets and the broader markets. Let me know if you find value in this content. If you do, consider becoming a channel member of mine. Join my channel as a member. As a member, you can request any altcoin updates in the format that I am doing here, and I'll get back to your request in the very next day. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.